Hi, Jesse. Good morning. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm still setting up. I'm actually incredibly anxious today. It's been a while and things are real bad, to be honest. So, I still need to set up my closed captions. Oh, when you try to explain something and they don't understand. Things are rough. I am gonna start begging for money. I'll cover that in just a second. What music do I have on today? Now that I finally got my earbuds in. Well, I can kind of hear that. How is the audio of our music versus my voice? Because today we're going to be doing art streaming. So there's not going to be, video game audio. We're just going to do music and chatting and finishing up my Max portrait. No. Voice is all you can hear. Okay. Yes, thank you, bot. That is exactly what I wanted to move on to next. So I do that in Chrome whenever it decides to open. That's this one. Continue with Twitch. Click to start captions. There we go. Okay, so my captions are on. I'll turn up. Actually, instead of turning up the music this way, I'll turn it up in my browser. How's that? It's loud on my end, but then again, I'm always going to hear my own voice. So, yes, what's up? What I need to cheer me up is money. Sounds good. Great. Thank you so much. Yes, so sorry. I'm not trying to be weird. I am very bad at marketing myself, which is what I'm going to get to. Have I got everything? I've got my music going. Let's see. I've updated my OBS. I've got my closed captions on. I have a follow goal now, but I don't feel like using the browser source in my OBS, so I won't just yet. Manual ads, that's right. I want to run some ads real quick so that there's no interruption as soon as anybody else joins. So give me a minute, and I will be right with you. That is the incorrect button. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for waiting through the ad. Okay. So, let me switch to OBS. Let's get where you can see me. Great. Okay. So, sorry I haven't been around in forever. Things have been bad. Things have been really bad. Things have been, expensive, mostly. And man, my goal here for my vet bills, that's not even the half of it. Between the rent hike, between our car dying in such a way that it was not reparable, and having to get a new car, new insurance, making a payment for that car weekly instead of monthly. So fucking much. It is so expensive, and we are falling very, very behind. So that is why I'm going to be doing art streams more, is because I gotta raise money real bad, like in a real bad way. So I am working on a digital painting, a portrait of Max for Chatty Gamer. It's quite late. It's supposed to be for her birthday. Okay, and where is my reference image? That this mouse is starting not to work very well on the leather couch as a mouse pad. Okay, so I need to go to Firefox. And, let's see, I bookmarked it. I don't think I really need to look off this image, but it certainly... Oh, no, I don't look off the image. I use it for colors. That's right. Okay. So I can close that here and focus on you and this. But, so that's what we're working on today, is drawing animals for panhandling, I hope. I'm trying to remember what this is. I see that I clipped it. Here, give me just a second, because once I get started on my art, I am probably not going to want to take many breaks. Let me pull this over here so we can all see, so we can all appreciate. Oh! I know what this is.
You know the animal penises.
I know a lot about animal penises.
Okay. You could do with a dick insider. I can't. I can't.
I don't know how anyone fell for that,
You know the animal.
to be completely honest. Okay, so back to... Yes. Oh, my music. Damn it. And this is why I want to make sure I don't get too off track, because you can't arts. I was thinking about that today, and I was thinking about how I got started, actually. I always liked to draw, but I drew and colored the same way I played with like dolls and action figures, you know? It was just something I did for fun. It wasn't something that I like necessarily had to be good at, you know? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But one day I had when I was real little, like I think I was 9 or 10. I was probably about 10. And I had maybe half an hour to an hour before I needed to get ready for bed. And my cat was asleep next to me on the couch. And I thought, you know, I'm not doing anything, so I'll just draw her just to see if I can, you know, just to see if I could. And, you know, so I spent a lot of time working on drawing her, and it came out really good, at least for a 10-year-old, you know? And that's how I've been doing art ever since. And that is quite dark. Where are we? Oh, that's because it's the... Okay, I see what I'm doing now. I'm gonna start by filling in... over here. And making... I'm gonna have to bring this down a little bit. Hi, Mimu. I will try and pay attention to chat, because, you know, that's what a decent streamer does. I am also way off camera, leaning down over... Hi! Ow! Hi, baby. Yeah, Jesse says, only way I can art is with a tile set and an editor. I was thinking about that today, too. I was thinking about it a lot, mostly as I was playing Stardew Valley today. Or yesterday. I've been playing Stardew Valley a lot. I really... Ow! Hi, Mimu. Ow! What? Why do you want my attention so bad right now? Your purring so big. Do I smell funny? What do you want? Meow meow. Say hi, Mimi. Yeah? Well, if you don't want my attention, why are you all over my shit? Okay. She's very cute. And kind of sweet right now, but she doesn't want to be held about it. So, anyway. Whenever I started finally doing art, anytime I tried something new, like a new medium, I would use my cat as a model. So whenever I did pencil drawings, whenever I did watercolor paintings, or whenever I first worked with acrylic paint, that cat was always my very first model. So I think it's very special that this is my first digital painting. And this particular cat, the one that I'm talking about, she's been dead for almost 9 years now. And I think it's real special that Max gets to be the model for my first digital painting. Oh yeah, she was a sweet girl. Mimi, not so much. Wow, this song is funky. Mimi, be good. So, what are you up to? I haven't really caught up with you very recently, Jesse. Let's grab this here, I think. Oh, that's quite dark, isn't it? I think last I heard you were working on your Pokemon Australia game, but that was forever ago. I kind of just disappeared off the internet for a bit. Well, I mean, I've been here, I just haven't really been with anybody. not working like I normally am. What am I doing differently? You're working on it still? How's it going? I'm doing something differently than I do whenever I work on this by myself, and I'm not sure what it is. But I gotta figure out what that is and get past this little block in my head. Oh, you've been worried about me. I'm sorry. Like I said, things have been rough. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm medicated. Although, because things are so expensive, I have stopped taking my allergy pill. Fortunately, my allergies aren't that bad. But I am still taking the most important medications. And Carlin is medicated. He is on regular meds every day. He hates med time, but he's definitely healthier for it. He feels better, and that makes me feel better. Right, Bubby? Yeah, you're gonna pretend you don't hear me. Ooh, I hope we can get through it too. It sucks, man. It is a rough time. Okay, what am I doing differently than I have been whenever I worked on this by myself? I think I'm not paying as much attention to the shapes that I usually see. So like, right here, normally, without really thinking about it, I would kind of draw a slightly slanted rectangle shape over here. And then there's like this little chunk where it's kind of separated, and then another chunk where it's like hair again. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, you're in a block with it. That's rough. That's super rough. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then... I'm trying to figure out where I am. Okay, I think I like this. So this will be where we kind of separate that hair and section it a little bit. How do you get past blocks? I think sometimes you just gotta do something else for a little bit. It really depends on you in particular. But sometimes you just do something else for a little bit, something completely unrelated. Or, that's a good question. I have no idea. It almost sounds like a riddle. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a good color. So what I do is, I am just grabbing colors from the photo that I'm working off of, and then putting them together in a way that makes sense to me. Jesse says, basically, I need to revamp every trainer's level in Wild Encounter. So, how much effort... Sorry, Mimi's messing with something. I can't tell if it's garbage or a toy. Yes. So how much effort, how much work will that take to work on their levels and whatnot? Let's grab this brown to kind of make the hair a little more choppy. Make these lines a little thinner. Right now, it's gonna look a little bit like a mess, but the more colors I add, the more it'll come together. 4 gems. Well, that doesn't sound too terribly bad. Actually, I'm gonna kind of scribble this more over here because I want it to be a little more solid. And then let's grab a real light section and try and make sense of the little lines and such that I see. Jesse says about 15 routes left with 5 encounters average each, then about 20 to 25 trainers left. Okay, I take back what I said. That sounds like a lot of data to parse through. I don't envy you. Okay, so I see some kind of S shapes. They're subtle, but I see them. Mimi, you being good? No, there's no telling. Max looks very huggable. Oh, hi, baby. Oh, I'm gonna borrow this especially light color to do... Actually, I'll come back to that. I'm gonna keep filling in this direction. So next for the undercoat, let's try that over here. Basically, my goal is to keep these sections from being just a block of one color. It can work with just one color, but it's more visually interesting if we mix it up. Okay. I think I'm gonna go up the hair shaft a bit to get our next color. Actually, I need to move. I'm trying to figure out how I want to go about this. This song is weird. Just a certain sound effect in the song is odd. Let me start by tracing out his lip real quick. I don't know why it feels necessary, it just feels like it would help. I'll draw that better later. Right now I just want the line blocked out. Okay. Jesse says, earlier this night I got tilted because a person was invalidating their glitchless run because they didn't know a glitch in Ruby. Now, what do you mean? Like, did they accidentally use a glitch or what? Okay. Yeah, I'll just make this the base color here. And I'll touch it up a little more neatly after the fact. The glitch was called the badge boost glitch, and if you did any stat changes, it causes a glitch in the game that gives them more stats than intended. Wait, so just any stat change? Or any stat increase, I guess? So, like, I guess that's a glitch you don't even have to try, it just happens. That sounds like, I can't remember if it was in, I think it was in Gold and Silver as well. Any stat change, negative or positive. There was kind of a similar one in that you didn't, I suppose it wasn't a glitch technically, it was a bug. Which I wonder if that's what this is, where it's not a glitch in the sense that, like, you don't have to do anything to make it happen. It's just the programming wasn't written perfectly. There was a bug in Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, where, you know how it's pretty much always been that if you inflict sleep, poison, paralysis, etc., that should make a Pokemon easier to catch? In Gold, Silver, Crystal, I don't remember if it was just poison or if it was any of those stat changes. But at least some of those, if not all of them, had no effect whatsoever on the math, like on the programming that would determine your odds of catching a Pokemon or not. So technically, poisoning a Pokemon that you wanted to catch would only make things worse because you have an equal chance of catching them, but now they're more likely to faint, you know? I'm actually not real familiar with the Legend of Zelda series, which is, I mean, I know it's a good series, it's just not anything I really got into myself. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna borrow these base colors here and then move on to texture. Oh, you're making a Zelda map? Well, that sounds cute. I'm not terribly familiar with Legend of Zelda. I don't think I've ever played through... The one game I played through to completion was Wind Waker. Before that, my cousin had, I think, Ocarina of Time for GameCube, and we played that together, but we never finished it. And actually, it looks like these might be the same color. My husband and I almost finished Twilight Princess. And then we put it down and never went back to it. Not for any reason, we just forgot about it. But I've been thinking about doing that one again, because I enjoyed it. Whenever I'm done with this, even though this is the only portion of this that I have streamed, I've done the rest of this off stream. I have been doing time-lapse recording in Metabang, which basically it holds on to like every single frame that I've drawn. But yeah, I should be able to make a time-lapse, which I'll probably post to TikTok, which would be great because I never use my fucking TikTok. I'm left-handed, and my left shoulder has been killing me all day. I don't know if it's related, but my hand is also kind of shaky today. Okay, so just gonna fill this in real sloppily, and then I'm gonna go in with like the finer textures and colors in a sec. Twilight Princess was your first main Zelda game. It was good. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. We just didn't ever go back to it. Your one has some stuff. Oh, your map has some stuff from Ocarina of Time. Like what? Okay. This portion here. Looks mostly to be this gray color. Or at least to have some like low lights of this gray color. Parse that out a little bit. Hi, Mimu. What, darling? Hi. You staying out of trouble? Yeah, probably not. What are... Those are words, probably. Din's fire, Feora's wind, Naru's protection? Yeah, I don't think my cousin and I got very far in Ocarina of Time. Honestly, I don't even remember, I don't remember if we ever, like, got out of the big Deku tree, or... I don't know. Truly, I don't know. Okay. Add some choppies. I am way off fucking camera. Like, what is even the point of having the camera on right now? I need to work on his mouth shape, because that's not quite right. That's for later. That's a problem for later. Oh, they're items. Din's Fire is an area of effect fire spell. Wait, so this is in your Pokemon game? How does that work? Let's borrow some of this brown. It's so funny. This is not the music that I usually listen to, you know, because this is royalty-free music. So, the music that we're listening to now is just reminding me of music I would rather be listening to. Oh, you have more than one of these, fan games. Okay, I didn't realize that. I'm not familiar with any of your others. That's mostly a good shape. I want a real bright color, but I don't want to go in with just a hard white, you know? Oh, that's good. Now, usually, once I get the brightest color on top, that is where the magic happens. 4 fan games, 3 are in a good playable state. Are they finished, or do you kind of, like, bounce back and forth between projects? That might be another way to, deal with artist block, is, like I said, do something different. Oh, hey, Emu, what's going on? Oh, thank you so much. This is, yeah. Runestorm, least finished, but playable. Mystic Adventure and Pokemon Australia. So, how... Thank you. So, what is your, how finished would you say each of your games are? Yeah, I'll admit, streaming this has put me a little bit on the spot, and I'm kind of like, how did I do this again? Because, like, I don't remember. I don't remember how I've been doing this by myself, to be honest. This is the full thing, not zoomed out. I still need... I'm happy with most of the hair details, like, around his fringe over here. I think I'm happy with how his forehead's come along. This spot here, from about this cheek down, is real messy. So I've got like the base colors down. I just need to blend them better or go over with more hair details. He's almost done though. Don't let me forget his tongue. Because now that I'm looking at it, I might forget that that's not how it's supposed to look. Mystic Adventure has 1 act done, 3 dungeons. Pokemon Straya is 4 gyms down, so half done with the main quest. Oh man, you've got a lot of work ahead of you, huh? Emu, how have you been? What's going on? Okay, so... I wonder if I should go back up to this area and start refining the colors. I think that's what I'm gonna do. You forget? Okay. Let's start with touching up these blonde bits. I'm gonna rotate this so it's easier on my my hands. Is this the color that I grabbed? Right. Oh, that's quite right. Okay. Good, I'm so glad. Am I Australian? Oh goodness, no. No, but... What about my accent would give anyone that idea? No, no, I'm from the US. I'm, Yeah! Oh yeah, Rainy's definitely from down under. Right. Sorry, I'm just baffled. No, I'm from the US, from the southern US, which, only means something to Americans. It doesn't really mean anything to not Americans. Oh, I'm so jealous. We need a good rain. Just recently you were in a Pokemon tournament, so that was cool. That is pretty cool. How did you do? I noticed you said in a tournament, not I did real well in a tournament. Ah, shit. Come back. Okay. So I've got my color that I want. I want to work on this shape a bit. Because this right here, I don't love that. Just gonna extend it a little bit. Like, I know this doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like it to be kind of close. I would like a slightly brighter color on top of that. That is not slightly brighter. Okay, just gonna borrow this. That is still so dark. Are you fucking kidding me? There we go. Okay, I can deal with this. Sorry, the only way I'm gonna make any real progress is if I shut the fuck up now and then. Okay, I think I've got that in a shape that I like. Okay, what's going on? Emu says, I mean, being at the top of the bracket is good, right? I'd say so. I definitely know what a bracket is, so probably, yeah. Yeah, sure. Emu says, I was thinking of maybe doing a portrait for the Mon I won with, but I don't want to look like I have that. Emu, just do the portrait. Just do the portrait. It would be sweet. Like, it's not about ego. It's sweet. We all form emotional attachments to our Pokemon. It's sweet. You can do the portrait. It's sweet. Do it. Don't need to apologize, Rainy. Art streams are tough to do constant commentary on. Oh, yeah, I don't have anything to talk about except how rough life is for me right now. Cryptid sightings. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot you mentioned that you posted something there, which I'll have to check out later, because where is my cursor? That's a good way to find it. Okay. So back to this original thing I was complaining about. I don't like this song. Sorry, I don't like vocals. Where's the thumbs down button so I never hear it again? Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I've got my stream set up real weird, so I have to like lean back and forth to look past my mic. Because art stream JPEG. Ah! I'm shedding my hair everywhere. Man, that's the other thing. I haven't cut my hair to like a significantly short length in a long time. But this summer is testing me. See, most of these areas that I think are like really light hairs, whenever I pick the color, I get something a little closer to a gray. And that may just be like, maybe the color that I'm picking is just a pixel off what I mean to grab. I think I like that one. Yeah, I like that one a lot better. Oh, yes! Oh, it's tough. Yeah, what's the weather like for you in Malta? About to get a buzz cut if the temperature goes any higher. It has been day after day of heat wave here. I'm sorry, I don't know Celsius and do not feel like opening Celsius or Fahrenheit to Celsius in Google right now. But in the workshop, like where my husband works for like 10 hours a day, it has been I think it's gotten as high as like 94 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think in Celsius is 37. I don't remember. I don't remember for sure how warm that is in Celsius. It sucks though. It sucks real bad. Oh, and our electric bill. Let me start with, I don't think, Chatty is probably finally getting some fucking sleep because she had been awake for 33 hours last. And Hog Bucket is probably still asleep because I think it's only 7 a.m. where he is. But they, little do they know, prevented my electric from getting shut off. So, our past due amount was apparently like something like 200 something US dollars, and that was our past due. What we have left to pay, like what we still owe, what we are now like current on, is something like 271 USD. And let me tell you, we're a pretty frugal household. We, I don't use the air conditioning lightly. It's hot. It's so fucking hot. Oh, that's another thing. There's probably more audio coming in my mic than usual because my ceiling fan is on high, and I hate that it doesn't go any higher than this. I have another fan set up in the corner of the room that is really quite loud, and I think it's on low right now, but we're suffering. We're suffering real bad. Everything is expensive, and I did not realize just how much more expensive things had gotten, like pretty much specifically because of pandemic. But we're also behind on our rent. And so I was looking at apartments just a bit ago, and just before we moved in here, at the apartment that we lived in before this, our rent was, I think, 425 USD a month. And our rent here is 600. Now, we've been here for maybe 4 years. I tried looking at cheaper apartments today in this area, and there is like nothing under 500. Oh, I could cry. This economy, man. Not to be political on Maine, except I would be political on Maine for less. I do not understand how this could possibly be the greatest country in the world. It does not... It's not adding up. The math is not working. What? Listen, you will upset a lot of Americans if you're honest about that. I don't know why. I don't know why so many Americans are so defensive of, well, it's because public education is really just propaganda, isn't it? Anyway, not to be political on Maine. Yeah, we would definitely emigrate if we could fucking afford to. But we can't afford anything. We've been cutting back a lot this week. So, Emu, what are you doing? Are you, working on that Pokemon portrait? Did I sufficiently talk you into that? Mimi, get off the computer. I'm not doing anything about it today. I've had enough. You've become a Fortnite kid. Oh, man. How will we ever redeem you? How's Fortnite? I think B gave it an honest try once. Personally, I don't really like games that don't have like a single player mode where you can like effectively learn the game without getting trounced by everybody else who's better at it than you. You have become what you wanted to destroy? Oh, rip. Yeah, let's continue bridging this color over. One thing that I will look forward to about being done with this and moving on to any other art project that is not another animal portrait is drawing fur is laborious. It's very tedious to paint like these individual hairs. It pays off. It makes for a wonderful visual effect once it all comes together, but it takes a bit. Here is like a little dimple from Max smiling, because I don't care what anyone says, he is. Let's kind of trace out this shape. Man, now that I see how often I'm not even, like, in frame of the webcam, I'm kind of like, man, no wonder when I do this by myself, my back fucking hurts. Because, you know, as usual, I'm using my coffee table as a desk. And then that shape kind of bridges over here. Artist vulture posture. If I had like a proper computer desk to work at, then it probably wouldn't be quite so bad. Probably. No promises. Oh, you know, actually, my mother just got a new laptop. She's talking about giving me her old one. And if it's compatible with my drawing pad and Metabang, and it probably is, then I might actually start using that in the kitty room where we do have an actual computer desk. Been trying to use the undo button as little as possible because okay, the way I started this is very silly. I wanted to try and make it like actually painting as much as possible, where You can't just undo anything when you work with traditional media. I don't know. I don't know why I got that idea in my head and stuck with it for as long as I did. 'Cause I've been suffering. The baseline in this vaguely reminds me of Perfect Dark. Oh yeah, if I finish this today, and it's still early enough in the day that it's not super fucking hot and I can keep my computer running, then we will probably go back to, what was I playing before? Ratchet and Clank 2. Because I've really wanted to play it, I just haven't wanted to stream, and I don't really want to play it off stream. I want that to be our time. I want that to be what we do together, you know? Oh shit, that's right. Metabang autosaves. Still, I never trust it, so whenever I see the notification that it's autosaved, I immediately save right after. So I take it more as a suggestion than a promise. Let's take this slightly blonder color. Bring that in here to soften up the shape of this dimple a bit. Sorry for not talking much, by the way. There are no calm games today. That is a-okay. Honestly, I'm just glad to have an opportunity to catch up. Especially since I haven't been around myself. This color does not look any different from that other color. That's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna... I could hear my back, like, not externally, but like in my own body. I could hear the sound of my back travel up my spine and into my head. Schedule problems. Okay, so this area is kind of a little crescent moon shape. It's a little bit of a softer shape than I'm drawing, though. So I'm gonna try and bring those lines up a bit. What brushes am I using? In Metabang, I am using the acrylic brush set to size 50 with 3 on the random rotate. And that's the only brush I've been using this whole time. I've only used it in 2 different sizes as well. I used it in a much larger size. Here, I'll make it upright. That's fine. I used it in a much larger size for this background to do just vertical streaks kind of placed randomly going down. And then, I think I maybe used white pencil to trace it out, but in terms of all of the color after that, it has only been the acrylic brush. I haven't used anything else. Yeah, only the acrylic brush set to 50. I have some other brush. Well, I mean, of course I have other brushes. It did come with other brushes. I also bought a couple of brushes whenever Metabang had like a 60% off sale a little bit ago. But I think I got some watercolor brushes, but I haven't really figured out how to use them in a way that I particularly like. So I haven't really. I'll keep trying with them, but oh yeah, this has only been acrylic and just very very tiny little bitty brush strokes. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go back over here. Rotate your owl. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Is that a little too... I feel like Hog would know what I was talking about. Rotate your owl for science. Was that a Weeble thing, or was that just some singular meme? Not really. It was rotate your owl for science, and it was this clip of these like biologists holding an owl just by its torso and rotating it around, but its fucking head doesn't move, and it's adorable. I think I need to extend this cream color down a bit lower than I have it. That is not what I would call cream. Should follow this line a little bit. Yeah, so I've only been using the acrylic brush, and anytime it looks different, it's just a matter of control, using heavier or lighter strokes, slower or faster strokes. And that's all that I've done differently with it. I don't quite have those going the direction they should. But that's okay. I'll come back in with a more yellow blonde on top of this to make the hair go the direction it's really supposed to. That's still not quite low enough for me. Multiverses. It is so funny that you mentioned that. I saw that on Steam today. And this isn't going to be funny to anyone else, but it's hilarious to me, and I have ADHD, so I can't keep a thought in my head. Literally, the only thought I had about it was I saw Bugs Bunny holding a carrot in what I think must have been a cream pie. Or like a banana cream pie, but I had just woken up and I couldn't really tell what it was, so I thought it was just Bugs Bunny holding a handful of potato salad. Like I said, that's probably not funny to anybody but me, but you're welcome. So I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it except for Bugs Bunny holding a handful of potato salad. Is this potato salad? Oh my god, focus. That's just what I saw when I woke up. And that was the first thing that I did this morning. Was get on Steam to play some Stardew Valley to kill time. Fucking Bugs Bunny with his handful of potato salad. Man, that would have made my family reunions a lot more interesting. Should I really? I don't know anything about it other than what I saw of it today. And Shaggy's in it for some reason. The character selection is so very random. Like, the characters are so random that if they threw in, like, Akinator from the Ask Akinator or Let Akinator guess the character you're thinking of or whatever, it wouldn't feel out of place. It would be very normal. Maybe not your type of game, but trying it wouldn't cause harm. It's a fighter, right? Like, oh, WB characters. Okay. They still feel like just a random amalgamation of potato salad. Okay, WB characters. So that would be like Animaniacs and such, which I think might also be... They should be. It's the only one that makes sense to me, actually. Okay, okay, good. That makes sense. I buy that. That absolutely makes sense. Hi. Goodbye. But yeah, I may look into it. What's your opinion on it? Have you picked it up or what? Is it out yet? Right now we've got DC, Space Jam, Cartoon Network in there. And for some reason, Game of Thrones? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Focus. You can't be serious. That's... Alright. Sure. I need some dark lines to kind of break up these clumps of hair. Well, that's okay. Oh, you got early access thanks to drops. Okay, okay. Well, that makes sense. You love the shit out of the game. So it is a fighter type like Smash, right? How's the combat? Such a weird fucking question. Oh, did you hear about this game with all these WB characters? Yeah, how's the combat? What's Shaggy's final smash? Literally the best platform fighter thing literally the best platform fighter in the market right now. The interactions are so fun and there is no lag at all. I might have to like actually look up footage of it because you know somebody is already streaming it or something. Wait, so why are you playing Fortnite instead of that? The combat is a little broken, but it will be more stable as time goes on. Well, yeah, you said it's in beta right now. Oh, because Daily Quest. Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. That's fair. I need, I think, some blonde to fill out this color a little bit here. Emu says, also the thing with multiverses is that it's more centered around 2 versus 2. Okay. Like, is it 2v2 like at the same time, or is it like a tag team kind of thing? Like, I think Marvel versus Capcom was kind of like that. I don't really remember. Hi, Carlin. Are you feeling okay, buddy? Do you want me to turn the fan up, or are you okay? Do you want something from me? You're breathing kind of heavy. Is it too warm in here? You know, you can sit in front of the fan. You don't have to be at my feet. What do you want? Okay. Oh, okay, so it's 2v2 at the same time. Okay. So there are classes to each character, like assassins, bruisers, and support. Okay. So who are your favorites right now? Carlin, I'm so paranoid you're asking me for help and I don't know anything's wrong. Or are you just stupid? You don't know how to get... What do you... Go sit somewhere else then! How are you gonna look so uncomfortable and look at me like it's my fault? You don't have... Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a BRB. He is breathing kind of heavy. I'm gonna set him in front of the fan and make sure he's doing okay, because he's kind of freaking me out. He's probably fine, not like an emergency situation, but we'll BRB. And I'm also gonna run an ad while we do that, so... So Carlin's fine. He's just being a mama's boy is all. So that's nice. But anyway, I took the break to take some naproxen for my shoulder. I hope that helps, because the aspirin from this morning doesn't. Emu says, sorry for going off on this tangent, by the way, but it's too good not to talk about. Right now, I'm a Tasmanian Devil main with a little bit of Finn from Adventure Time on the side. Okay. I don't need any other context. I am absolutely there for Tasmanian Devil. Emu says, and according to the leaks, there's gonna be a pretty good roster. How many characters is it right now? Okay, let me go back to OBS, switch my scene back over to display capture, right? Yeah. Get my pen. Okay. Around 12. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had a fuller roster than that, but like we've discussed, it's only in beta, so it's not really a big deal. Okay. I'm gonna fade this out a little bit. Emu says, in all caps, oh, how could I forget the Iron fucking Giant? He's a maniac, and they said Ridley was too big for Smash. So, what does that look like? Like, are the characters realistically proportioned to one another? Like, how do you win against the Iron Giant? All right. That's incredible. Artistically, what do you think of it? That was one complaint I had about Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I believe it was, where they had my babies, Amaterasu from Okami and Beautiful Joe. But the thing about Joe is that artistically and proportionally, he just didn't look right. And I don't know how else to explain it. Just didn't fucking look right. Emu, can you type that again? Because I have no idea. Command grabs? Combat grabs?
The goal of practice is always to keep our beginner's mind.
Emu says he has a shitty recovery, so once he's off the map, he's not getting back up. Well, that makes sense. Combat grabs? Wait, so is it command grabs? So is it sumo? Like, what's... Like, is it an HP deal? Is it a push someone out of the ring deal? How does this work?
All self-centered thoughts limit our vast mind. When we have no thought of achievement, no thought of self, we are true beginners.
I think I need to focus a little bit more out here and in here. I'm gonna start with the outmost portion. You know what? This crescent shape is really not as big as it should be. I think I'm just gonna go ham. Trying to figure out the exact angle I need to have this rotated, because for some reason the actual like work portion rotates at different angles, like at larger angles, than the reference image does. So the goal is to kick them off the screen. Okay. I can work with that. I accept this. That looks correct. Okay. This will give me a better idea of what I'm trying to do. Emu says, artistically, some of the characters, mostly Iron Giant, are a bit too big, but the art style is surprisingly constant, but also doesn't stray too far from the franchise's art style, Hanna-Barbera. So Hanna-Barbera still has the signature eyes and all that. So that was my biggest complaint about Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as opposed to, like, Super Smash Brothers, was that they just... some of the characters were really not true to their original franchises, and it just made them look out of place. It made it look like fan art that was, like, really obviously fan art that didn't try to mimic the original style at all, and it was just sad. It's just sad to see from a studio, you know? Like, it's one thing if you do that on purpose, whatever, but I'm not convinced it was done on purpose. And that is another game I will stream probably after Ratchet & Clank. Because, oh man, do I fucking love Beautiful Joe. Didn't I literally just get back? Just got back because Carlin freaked me out. Oh, Mimi, you sweetie. She was on the back of the couch, but now she's sitting next to me on the couch. And I didn't even notice. Trying to parse out what I can do here. So like I said, the goal isn't to be perfect, but it is to make something something that looks complete, you know? And right now, this doesn't look complete to me. And I keep getting distracted from the areas that I say I need to work on. Oh man, I just realized, so I've been like all over Facebook about it and a little bit of my coffee page, but I don't think I've actually told like anyone in Discord quite about like everything that went on with Carlin and why we owe so much money. But Carlin, it turns out, is probably part Maine Coon. And the reason we believe this is because he has a hallmark health issue of Maine Coons, which is that his heart is fucking huge. His heart is fucking huge. It is so big. And So now he's on a few different medications. I can't remember what they all do. Yes, okay, one I think is a blood pressure medication. Another is a diuretic that helps to manage fluid on his heart and lungs. And another is a blood thinner to reduce the odds of blood clots. And he is doing very, very well now that he's on these medications. He hates taking the medications, but he definitely is doing much better. Yeah, I like that. Wait. Okay, let's separate this white bit, or these gray bits, with this kind of middle blonde. This is basically what I've been doing, and probably why I can get away with using just the one brush, is that I've been starting with like base colors and then finding like middle tones to kind of balance them out. Why do wings have to be so confusing? Can you elaborate? What's confusing about wings? They're delicious. I'll come in and refine that line. I guess I can do it now, actually. Emu says, I have just one reference image to base it off of, and I don't know what these proportions even are. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you still playing Fortnite, or are you trying to draw wings now? Wings are, well, it depends if we're talking about mammal wings or, insect wings. We're drawing now. Okay, okay. That explains it. That clears it up so much. But nevertheless, mammal wings, which I think would be exclusively bat wings. Baguette wings. Are you... Baguette wings. I can't wait for a message in chat that clarifies what you mean. On the edge of my seat. Mostly because that's the only way I can reach this table. Baguette wings. Okay, I will check Discord soon. I can't wait. It's killing me not to know what the fuck you mean. the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What is that? I've never seen that. I have no idea what that is. Well, I assumed it's a Pokemon, right? Is it? What it... Don't play games with me here, Emu. What is it? The fuck is it? Baguette Monf. Alright. Alright then. It's a baguette moth. What is there to understand? Je t'aime lamp. Oh, you use Fakemon during the tournament. Okay. Okay. That makes me feel like a little less of a fake Pokemon fan for not knowing what it was. Wait, so how do you do a tournament with Fakemon? But you have no idea what the levitating discs are. Okay, let me take another look. I mean, I assume that it's like, carapaces? Carapaces? Multiple of a carapace. I assume that it's like, the hard shell that covers, like a beetle's wings. That's what I assume. Carapaces. I have no... Okay, hold on. What is the plural of carapace? Carapaces. Carapaces. How do you not pronounce it carapaces? Carapaces. You can't make it not sound like carapaces. Good for Kara, but... Anyway, sorry. Texted my husband about canceling our expensive stuff so we can still not afford all our other shit. Which reminds me, the odds of me losing internet access are always lingering, just so y'all know. Because if we gotta choose between our bills, it's rent, electric, and something else. I forgot. I will give up internet to have all the other stuff, and it would not be the first time. It would be the first time in a long time. But not the first time ever. And we are back to me not loving the shape of this yet. Let's bring this in a bit more right here, but not all the way around. Not all the way around. Rainy, stop it. Okay. Stop, stop. Emu says, the tournament was held on Pokemon Showdown, and there is one format that uses custom-made Fakemon from the site itself. No one on Earth uses it. So we made it a yearly tournament here on Twitch. Pokemon Showdown. I think I remember that one. I think I've only played like a demo of it at a Best Buy a couple times. It was like Pokemon, but a fighting game. It wasn't your standard like turn-based battle dynamic like it had been, right? Or like it had been in most other of the games, I mean. No, I want a lighter color right here. Oh, it's a fan-made competitive game. Okay, that is not the one that I was thinking of then. What's the one where it was a brawler, but it was only Pokemon, and it wasn't turn-based. You just beat the shit out of each other. I'm not making this up. I'm not making it up. What the fuck was it? Shit. Okay, if you hadn't said you forgot what it was called as well, I might have believed that I was making it up. So thanks for that. Pokken Tournament. Okay. That sounds right. Yep, I do remember that. No, I don't like the shape of that. That helps a bit. It's a fever dream. I remember playing a demo of it at Best Buy. I think it was when we got... It might have been whenever we got Smash. I don't remember for sure. What is with all of these random body pains today? Okay, that color feels more right. I just realized my husband sent me a couple messages. One was asking how my day was going, and the other one was saying that we actually still have Discovery Plus for a year. But I only answered one of the messages, so they asked how I was doing. And I just said, oh, hell yes! So, you know. Hell yeah. Slightly thanks you two to the waiter energy. How are you? Hell yeah! I mean, I guess it's still kind of a valid answer. Kind of scribble this out a little bit and then just refine the shape after. I wonder if I'm ready to work on this upright yet. Yeah, that can work. I don't know if this is a good tactic, but I have found an easy hack for shading. Is it using layers and just doing like black or gray and then making it opaque or not? That's one that I really like. But it might also take out the contrast it would usually have. Sorry for caps. No, I just assumed you were excited. Yeah, I just told Chatty about that whenever she was doing her her Shadow... No, it wasn't her Shadow Fate fan art streams. It was the art streams for characters for her sister's book. That's what I told her, was just like, just make a layer that's like, for glasses, for just glass, I told her make a layer that's like fill in the glass with all white and then just change the opacity. And yeah, I do something similar for shadows in like, in cartoony style stuff. I do something real similar for shadows. And yeah, I don't know if it's a good tactic, but let me tell you, it keeps me from having to learn color theory. And I don't want to learn color theory right now. One day, but not today. Something else I need to be mindful of is sometimes I don't like the way something looks up close, but I like it once I zoom out. So maybe I should just stop messing with this exact part and see how I like it once I zoom out. After I clean up just one little bit. Okay. But yeah, no, that makes shading a dream. Like, if you only have to think about where shadows might hit, but you don't have to think about like the exact color that you would normally need to think about. Love that. There's actually a lighter line following the lip here. I feel it should be a little bit lighter than that. Kind of feels like cheating. Well, that's too damn bad. If anyone feels like I'm cheating if I do something like that with my art, then they can make it themselves, right? That's what I thought. I think that's too dark. Where did I get that from? On your end? What are we talking about? What's on your end? Are we talking about cheating on your end? Oh, you're saying for you if... No. I understood what you were saying, that for you, you feel like you're cheating, not that you're accusing me of cheating. It does feel a little like cheating. But it also feels really good. So. Fuck, this is taking so long. It's paying off. It's absolutely paying off. Just goddamn. And my shoulder really fucking hurts today. I wonder if I should rotate it back. Because I was having an easier time with those strokes whenever it was like that, yeah. God, that is so dark, though. Okay, I think this is coming together. that turned out kind of a blue almost. Well, you know, I guess that is the color that's almost there. It is really nice that, like, in this moment, I don't hear anything besides the music I've chosen to play and the hum of my fan running in the corner of the room. I don't know if anyone else tends to, like, hone in on sounds like that. But if I didn't have music playing, that's exactly what I would do. I would just listen to my fan and I'd be okay with that. Tips for making things look kind of menacing. Can you be a little more specific? Menacing, though. Have I ever drawn anything menacing? Yeah, people don't like it when the mouth opens bigger than you expect it to. And that's the only thing I can think of, is things with big mouths. Menacing. I'll have to think about that. I don't know that I've... This is perhaps a little bit of a trope, but I also like things where... Golbat, my beloved! I also like things where their eyes are the opposite colors what you expect, so usually dark sclera and bright irises. Like I said, a little bit of a trope, but It's one that I like to see. Carry this color over here. Golda, my beloved. A little of a glint. You can do a glint. I was thinking, not exactly white, but like almost neon. Like use colors to create a glowing effect is one that I particularly like. I don't really know how to explain it. It would be easier to show you, but I'm busy. I'm so sniffly today. I have a napkin right here. Oh, that's right. I didn't wear eye makeup today. Rub my eyes as much as I want. Oh, okay. I like this better. This should help soften up those kind of harsher brown lines. And these should mostly curve a little to the left. This can soften the gray lines a little bit. Because who boy do they ever need it. That was a bit too much. Okay. I'm starting to like the way this is coming together. I think I've said that like 7 times now. I'm starting to like it even better. Okay. Kind of lean back. Need to keep working on this area here. Let's start with this dark line. And then figure out how to like frame the hair around it. One of these days, I was thinking as well, I might do simpler art streams, because I think it would be nice to draw together or like paint together or something. You can draw the same thing as me or not, I don't care, but I think it'd be nice. Kind of a Bob Ross sort of thing. Although saying that almost feels offensive. I don't think I'm Bob Ross. Just so we're clear. I don't think I'm Bob Ross. It doesn't feel right to say that, but that's what I mean. RainyWraith. Yeah, I've wanted to do art streams for a while. It's just like, oh god, get a wig for stream. I already have so many wigs I don't wear for stream. Oh man. But what the fuck was I going to say? Shit. Oh, more like those places where you go with a group and you paint and you drink wine. I was thinking something like that. No one has to drink wine. I'll drink wine for less, though. Okay, so this line is mostly straight, but it just slightly curves in this direction. I wonder if that's too much curve. Nah, that's fine. I think that's fine. It is, I said so. You think you did the glint thing. Do you want to send it to me on Discord? I can look at it. By glint, do you mean like the eye glitter? Maybe need darker tones. I was thinking, do you know how to draw like neon lights? How basically it's gonna bug me if I don't fucking show you. Okay, hold on. File, new, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna change brushes just so okay, we'll zoom in real close because I don't feel like changing brushes just so I can forget my setups and I don't feel like using a fill tool or anything. So one, dark background is an easy way to make things look like they're lights. But for neon, if you do, I don't know, let's do like a pretty blue, I guess. Like, oh, this is so messy. And you want basically white or almost white towards the inside, where it's only like the faintest bit of color on the... I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What I'm thinking about really applies to doing neon effects in makeup. I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Okay. Oh, sent on Discord. Oh, yeah, that does look good. What is it about it that you don't like? Like, the only thing I would maybe do differently is, the only thing I would do to maybe make the effect stand out a little bit would be maybe something, actually it looks like you do have white in the very middle of it, don't you? I don't really know how you could make it better. Sorry, I'm going back and forth between the image that you sent me versus your version of it. It's coming together. I wouldn't say too meh. I'm trying... I don't know really what it is that I would do differently. So I don't know what to recommend. Because, like, you did pretty well what I would do in terms of the glint effect of, like, a soft color towards the outside of the lighting effect and then brighter, brighter, brighter towards the middle. So I don't know what you could possibly do to change it. Don't know if you can hear, but somebody's getting a drink of water. Oh yeah, I need to add the Treats for the Boys redemption back to stream, because now they're a lot healthier, and I'm more comfortable hanging out with them. Let's get whatever this is. Over here is kind of a vaguely Y shape, or a V. Sometimes you draw the things you see even if you can't really make sense of what they are, you know what I mean? That is not quite close enough to the lips. That's a bit exaggerated. You want to make it look like it could stab you in an alleyway. So, how to explain? Sometimes when I want a certain visual effect, okay. For a lot of facial expressions, I can hear them in my head, and by I can hear them, I mean the facial expressions that I want to draw. Usually, I think of the Animal Crossing reactions. So that's what I mean by some of them I can hear, because some of them have sound effects. So, for those in particular, sometimes I'll kind of like maybe look up a video of the particular reaction and then take inspiration from that. What is the one called that causes an eye glint in Animal Crossing? Is it Mischievous? But that's kind of what I'm picturing. And maybe if you worked off of like a clip of that, or hell, just look up references of like eye glints or eye sparkle or facial expression of someone who would stab you in an alleyway. Maybe don't look that one up. But also, I'm very curious. But not enough to look it up. Not enough to damn myself. Yeah, don't. Or do. I'm not your mother. It's fine. You can look up what you want. I don't know that I actually recommend it. Found out that fogging it rather than making it cartoony was my best bet. What do you mean? What do you mean fogging it? Oh, like making it misty? That needs to be a bit more brown down here. Giving the shade a bit more blend to it. Oh, yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Oh, so you mean blending the colors as opposed to keeping them like cartoony styles are like the colors are very strictly separated. There's not a lot of blend. Is that what you mean? Because I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. It's gonna be Sugimori style? Well, why not, honestly? Just now recognizing how long this is gonna take you. Oh no! Have fun! See you in a week. I'm having a challenging time. It'll be fine once I go back over it with that cream color. Good art is like that, though. Like, you really do get back what you put into it. Like, so Chatty's birthday was July 7th, and I started this July 6th, maybe? Maybe July 7th. And I thought I was gonna have it done in a day or two. no, no, no. But, you know, despite that, it's coming together, it's looking great, and it's definitely reflecting the time that I've put into it. But yeah, you take your time. It'll almost certainly pay off. It'll hurt your back. It'll be a little annoying, but it will pay off. Thank you. I've been posting updates of this to Facebook, and my mom is very sweet, but she's always been very lukewarm supportive of my art, and maybe that's not all her fault. Maybe she hasn't really had an opportunity to see a lot of my art. She said the single nicest, most supportive thing she has ever said to me about my art the other day. I was telling her that I need to raise money, so, you know, I want to commission more portraits like this, but, you know, I want to be thoughtful about the price for which I commission them, and I want to make sure that I have enough, like, in my portfolio to show what I can do. And I told her that I'm also very desperate for someone to commission them. So I think I could charge as low as $50. It would be a steal. I would absolutely, like, it's dirt cheap compared to how much time and effort goes into it. And my mother said, I understand, but you should not be charging any less than $200 for these. And, like, it just surprised me. Because my mother is not an artist. She's not someone who I would really expect to understand that, like, it is about the time that you put into it, and it is about the skill, and it's not just like, oh, it's easy, you make art from nothing, so it should cost nothing. And just, that has been carrying me since this weekend, is my mom says I should charge $200 for these. I just thought it was very sweet. And to build my portfolio, and because her cat is fairly old, I think I'll probably make a portrait of her cat Oliver as well. He used to be my cat. He was supposed to be my cat, but he loved my mom more. So he's always been with her since I moved out. Oh, thank you, Emu. I really appreciate it. It's always hard to figure out what your work is worth. Because, like, you know, you don't want anyone to think that you're charging a lot because you just have a big ego or something. But, like, this has taken a tremendous amount of time, even more than I meant for it to. Which, again, I'm not complaining. It's paying off. It's going great. But, something isn't adding up. There's a shape that's not quite right to me. I don't know. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make it look good. I do not recommend ever telling anyone that that's your motto if you ever intend to commission artwork. Or if you ever intend to sell your artwork. Nothing wrong with it. But, I don't know if I would buy from somebody who said that. As somebody who says that. You imagine buying your groceries and there's like this new product from Kraft and their fucking motto is, doesn't have to be perfect, just make it taste good. I would be a little weary. Wary, rather. I mixed up wary and leery and came out with weary, which is not the same. Cannot get the color I want here. Instant buy! Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'll call Pepsi and sell them that motto. It doesn't have to be perfect, you'll buy it anyway. I just spit on my drawing pad. Life hack. That's true. Pepsi absolutely has been through more controversial shit than that. Absolutely true. And, like, on purpose. It's gotta be on purpose, because, like, did you do any market research on this? What was, the most famous example I'm thinking of was it... I might be mixing up two controversial ads, but I feel like there was one of, like, Kylie Jenner giving a Pepsi to a cop or something at a or... Was it Kylie Jenner at a protest giving Pepsi to a cop, or am I mixing up two commercials that were problematic for different reasons? I just remember give Pepsi to cops. That's all I remember. Oh yeah, come to think of it, people were boycotting last year or the year before. Were the workers on strike, or is it something else I'm thinking of? Amy says, yesterday I learned that Pepsi was given a navy by the Soviets during the Cold War for selling them sodas. So at that time, they were the 6th largest naval unit in the world. What? Why? Why? Why does Pepsi need to... I don't know which surprises me more, that Pepsi had a navy or that it wasn't Coke. Something about Coke just seems like more American to me, and that seems more like the soda brand that would have... Just why? What? I don't know what's weirder. that the Soviets were like, hey, Pepsi, you want a Navy? Or that Pepsi said, hell yeah, we want a Navy. That... Alright. That is truly a weird and strange and bizarre fact. And I'm glad you shared it. That will probably be my next Wikipedia read. Oh, speaking of Wikipedia reads. So, Emu says it was given as a form of payment after like 2 years and they didn't want to be capitalists. So they gave them ships and boats that were going to be scrapped anyway. They said, we don't want to be capitalists. Let's be colonialists. Alright. So speaking of Wikipedia, I have been reading a lot about linguistics and various writing systems and languages. And something that came up as I was reading about Arabic was I did not know that Maltese is a Semitic language or a derivation from Arabic. And apparently it's like the only Arabic derived language that is written in Latin characters instead of the Arabic script. But I don't know my right. I don't know my geography or world history very well. So for some reason all this time I assumed that Maltese was just like Italian but different. I have no idea why I thought that. Yes, I do. This is gonna sound so stupid. I think the reason I thought that is because one time you were talking to me about, what the fuck is it called? Cannoli. We were talking about cannoli. And you were talking about a Maltese recipe for cannoli. And I guess that made me draw a line between Italy and Malta. And I was like, oh yeah, they're close enough that they borrow recipes. So, Emu says, we have devolved a bit to that as well. The core of our language is made of Arabic word systems and all that. But for 4-syllable words, we derive most of the words from Italian. So, for Maltese, do you use vowels in your writing system? Arabic kind of goes back and forth. Apparently Arabic is not one language, but like just a bunch of different dialects. Although linguistically, there's not really any difference between a language and a dialect besides the prestige of the speakers. So, what the hell was I saying? Oh, but it was my understanding from what I was reading that, like, some Arabic or Semitic languages that use an Arabic writing system they've also, like, made up their own additional symbols to use as vowels. Though Arabic didn't originally use vowels, I think it was like Hebrew in that way. I don't know. I've been reading so many fucking articles. Like, that's whenever it is too hot to use my computer, because my computer runs hot. That is what I've been doing, is just lying down in front of a fan and reading articles on my phone. And lately, well, it started off about languages, and now I've moved on to, funny enough, religious stuff that you wouldn't really expect I would care about. You have different vowels. Your language is too lazy to make original letters. Well, so that's the thing, though, is because Maltese uses the Latin alphabet, it's not necessary to make new symbols, unless you wanted to borrow some from, I think, is it the Greek writing system that has the symbol that looks like, it looks like a tall circle with a line through it, which is usually for a TH sound. And let me tell you, we are so wrong. We are so wrong to not use that in English. A lot of things about English are wrong. And oh my gosh, the things that are wrong about, air quotes, of course, wrong. The things that are wrong about English are really interesting. I think it was Middle English where we went through something called a great vowel shift, where just for some fucking reason we started pronouncing vowels differently than we had for all of English before then. But apparently the great vowel shift is the reason a lot of words written in English aren't pronounced the way English as a second language learners would expect based on how they know to read their languages in a Latin alphabet. On Wikipedia, there is a whole article about the great vowel shift. The word bite, B-I-T-E. Apparently, it once was correct to pronounce that word beat. That was how we... Maybe that was the point. Maybe it was just to make English harder for no fucking reason. But if you think about it, that makes sense. In a lot of languages, whenever they're written out in Latin letters, an I sounds like E. It's like a wide vowel. You don't pronounce that as a tall I sound like you do in English. English is kind of weird for that. There's so few languages in which you would pronounce an I like the letter sounds. Like, I don't know, it's... I've been reading a lot. I've been reading a lot. It's kind of hard to keep it all in. But I mean, like, you think about it. I assume your first language is Maltese. And you probably learned English in school, right? But I assume when you were learning, that was probably a challenge, that vowels didn't sound the way you expected them to. And if you know other languages that use a Latin alphabet besides English and Maltese, you'll probably notice that these other languages probably are pronounced the way you expect them to fucking be pronounced. I don't know why we did this. I have no idea why we did this, and the article doesn't really cover why. I just said this happened for some reason. Who knows? Wonder if there was another shift where there was no TH, CH, all that. Yeah, that is something unusual about English compared to other languages, is that, like... I've got it in my head. I'm trying to think how to explain it. But you are on the same page that I am about how... in a lot of languages, each letter, each character is a phoneme. It's a sound. Whereas with English, sometimes we combine 2 or 3 letters together to make a sound that isn't remotely close to that of the letters involved. It's... I would have such a hard time learning English if it wasn't my native language. And to be honest, even with it being my native language and seeing... our literacy is not very strong here. And by here, I really mean this state. I can't speak to, like, all of the country. But literacy is not our strong suit here. And I definitely saw that in school when my peers would struggle with our language or reading classes. Language really just meant English, but we called it language in elementary school instead of English. Why didn't we just call it English? Anyway, but, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, knowing everything that I do now, especially about how English compares to other languages. Yeah, no, this is a hard language. No wonder our literacy fucking blows. Like, it's weird. It's a weird language. Though, I will say, one thing that I do like about English as compared to other languages that I've, like, tried to learn or even just, like, glanced at, I have a hard time with inflections. The languages where, like, the words change based on, like, the gender of the noun or the verb or something or other, like they all have to match the gender ending or things like that. That's so many rules. England just wanted to be quirky. I believe that. Absolutely, I believe that. Because that sounds like something England would do. Right before pushing their god on everybody. Which brought me to the other thing I was about to say, is you wouldn't expect, but I'm reading a lot of Wikipedia articles about Christianity. And a little bit about Judaism. But, I don't know how it is in other places. I don't know how, like, compulsive certain religions are in certain places. But here, you're pretty well expected to be Christian. In this, not in the US necessarily, but in this area, the southern states are sometimes referred to as the Bible Belt because religion is very, Christianity in particular, is very prominent here. And I was raised Southern Baptist. I'm not anymore, but that's how I was brought up. Same in Malta. I'm sorry. F in chat for you. But so that's how I was raised. I was raised Christian, and when I was 19 and I had been legally an adult for a year and it had finally set in that, oh, my parents can't tell me what to do anymore, that was when I started thinking about just anything else. That's when I started thinking more critically about the religion that I was brought up with. And now I still appreciate it to some degree, a bit more of like in a philosophical way rather than a religious way. What was I getting at? Oh, there are so many books, or we'll say books for simplicity's sake, but like, I can't remember how many books are in the Bible, but there are so many other books and or letters that have been just excluded that I didn't know about. And it seems like if you learn about the history of these books, they were excluded for, like, sometimes kind of arbitrary reasons. Or maybe their reasons are, oh no, this doesn't quite fit in with the canon of this other stuff. And that's what I'm reading about lately, and it has me thinking, like, I'm not anti-religion, but it has me thinking, like, are we really curating all of these books just to try and make the most perfect, most time-withstanding propaganda? And that's so cynical. You failed your religion level. 58 books. I can't remember. You know, it's so funny. I actually had a medal from like some church quiz bowl thing for my Bible knowledge whenever I was like 12 or 13. And it's very funny who I am now, considering that. I don't know who saw it coming. Maybe God did. Maybe it was in his perfect plan that I am a delinquent. No, I think my mom probably has it. Like, I can't imagine she got rid of it. I want to ask her about it. I bet it's still in her fake grandfather clock. It's a clock that, in every way, it looks like a grandfather clock, except instead of the body of it that would normally be a cavity with a pendulum, the body is like a curio cabinet where she keeps like tea sets and shit. And I think she probably has my my medal from first place in Awana quiz bowl or whatever. I can't imagine she got rid of it. And to be honest, I wouldn't want her to. It's like one of the only things I've ever achieved. I bet my mom has it. I'm gonna ask her. Do you still have it? That's funny. My back. F. I'm so sure she does. I would be shocked if she didn't. Max coming in sideways. Can I turn this upright yet? I'm trying to look at the hair pattern and figure out what feels most comfortable for me. I think I gotta see it from a distance to feel good about it. Ah! Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Emu says, if God really does assess you at the pearly gates, bring it up with him and just say, here, look what I got. Oh, he already knows, right? I did this for you! Oh my god. That's so fucking funny. There's one thing I want to work on, and that's this area right here is weirdly pronounced compared to over here. So I need to soften that quite a bit. I think I can soften it if I just cover it up with a handful of these, like, kind of cream gray hairs. That line's a little intense. Let's go for a lighter hair color. That might do. My bones hurt. Gotta stretch out for a second. Fuck, it's hot here. This song is cute. Oh, that is way darker than I think it should be. I think that should be more blonde. Be blonde, damn it! Oh, well, you know what? The day is going by a little bit faster than I realized it was. I've been streaming for 3 hours now. Oh, shit. Does that mean my computer's gonna die soon? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, save. No charger. No, it's not that. It's just, it's so fucking hot that, my PC, my, giant desktop computer, it gets so hot, and I assumed that was the reason that it crashed whenever I was playing, Ratchet and Clank once, is I streamed for a little over 3 hours when it crashed. And it's not like I was playing the game on the computer. It was just using my capture software. And it could only stand it for 3 hours. And that was at night 3 months ago when it was 3 months cooler. Right now it is... I shouldn't have looked at that. 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, absolutely. You use Metabang too, right? Does it not autosave for you? Or do you just also, like, feel more in control if you manually save as well? I just feel right if I manually save. That looks a little better, but it's still not quite right. I'm just gonna scribble a bunch of lighter colors throughout and see if that helps keep it from looking so blocky. It is 34.4 degrees Celsius. And it's not even noon. It's the opposite with streaming? What do you mean? Oh, 20 minutes feels like an hour? It depends. I guess it depends on what I'm doing. So often for me it goes by really quickly. But especially this has gone by really quickly today. Maybe I should just leave that cheek alone and move down to the chin. Oh, he's coming together so well. Especially when it's one of those streams. What do you mean one of those streams? Oh yeah, sorry I couldn't make it to your last one. That was when I didn't have internet. I was bummed out when I saw that I missed it too. Okay. Just Twitch has yet to see how awesome I am and that I should get 1,000 people per stream. Man, I don't know what I would fucking do. Sometime when I was streaming the first Ratchet and Clank game, I got a 100 viewer raid. And I was kind of deer in the headlights because I'm like, holy shit, how do I talk to that many people? Like, I don't want 1,000 people. Not right now. I don't want it. That is so much. That's so fucking scary. Man, I was thinking I would get this done today, and now I'm not too sure. Why? What are you talking about? No, no, no. You're not a distraction at all. If anything, I probably would have stopped doing this earlier if I had been doing it by myself, because I would have needed a break. I would have gotten kind of bored of, like, the same thing. Having conversation is nice. I have got to take a break for just a minute because it is so fucking hot. I think I might turn my thermostat down a little bit. Or just lie down in front of a fan. I don't know. But I'll be right back. And I'll run an ad. Oh my god, Carlin is sleeping in the cat carrier. It's so cute. Like, I don't know why he chose to do that, just like on purpose. Ugh, okay. God, my arm hurts. Now, the next animal portrait I want to do... I know I said I was thinking of drawing my mom's cat, but there's actually a photo of Mimi that I think I want to try, but I don't want to do this same very detailed technique. I think I want to try something a bit more impressionist, like Franz Marc. No, that's too dark. Well, no, that's appropriate for what I want to fill in. Just want to make these lines from when I painted in very heavily not to be so round. I don't think it's set to anything because, so I'm left-handed and I hold my pen very weird. So very frequently I click that button by mistake all the fucking time. So I think I deleted whatever it was previously set to. Because I think it was set to eraser initially, and I got really fucking tired of accidentally erasing while I was drawing. So I don't use it. What about yours? Come to think of it, I don't know what I would set it to if that wasn't a problem for me. Eraser, right, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense if you don't accidentally hit it all the fucking time. But I hit it all the time.
And so we had nothing in common overnight. It's very strange, but that happened.
Wait, did you mean the button by the nib, or is there supposed to be a button at the top? Because my pen doesn't have a button at the top. If it did, then it would make perfect sense to make that the eraser. But I only have the nib, and I have this button up here. Oh, by the nib, okay. Yeah, I assume... Oh, you know what? We use the same drawing program, but that doesn't mean that we use the same style tablet. Because I was just gonna say, oh, you should know, you have the same thing. Not necessarily. Ooh. Oh, I can feel the fan on my neck now. Still fucking a mile away from the camera. Save. Fuck it, hydrate too. Okay. I think I'm calling it. It's been almost 3.5 hours. I'm burning up, and I want to lie down in front of like 3 fans. Or at least turn this one up all the way. So, I think I'm done today. Well, I'm done at least with stream. I might work on this in between days playing Stardew Valley, but it would be nice to like get undressed and not have anyone think anything of it. Also, I am like as little dressed as I could manage to be today. Anyway, let's see what progress we've made so far. So close. I'm so close to being done with this. At a glance, it is done. Like, I really don't have to finish the mouth. Like, you would know if you just keep it real tiny like that. Okay. Thank you so much for being here and keeping me company while I work on this today. Let's hope for cooler temperatures tomorrow. I can't think of anything else to say. So, bye. I cannot get my mouse on the other monitor. I'm trying so hard. Where am I? There it is. Thanks. We did it. Save.